Don't worry, Ellie. I totally remembered the whole time to record immediately. Okay, so there are 5 ways to factor. Today we're going to do 3 of them. And tomorrow we'll do 2 of them. Most of you don't remember how to factor, according to your quiz on you, so this will be a good refresher. Hopefully it'll go fast. And you can show me how Mr. Thorson did it differently than I can, and show me what to do, if you remember. And if you don't, then just go with my way. All right, so ways to factor. The first way to factor is to take something out. Does this sound right? Like a common factor that I can pull out of all the terms? Okay, so we're going to do that one first. I'm going to put a little 1 next to this so that you know that this is an example of the first thing. All right, so how about this one? Factor 9y to the 5th plus y squared. What can I take out of both of those terms? It has to be completely in both those terms. Michaela. Y squared. So a y squared goes on the outside. And then the leftovers go on the inside. What do I do if the whole thing is that? It's 1. And if you ever want to check it and see if you did it right, you can think about if I distributed right now the y squared in. Do you see how it would make the top thing? So it's kind of like backwards distribution is factoring. Factoring is taking stuff apart.
Where'd you get the 1 from? Why?
That's true. Or you could think about the fact that, like, if I took y squared and divided by y squared, I'd end up with 1. If it was 0, then there wouldn't be anything to distribute it to. Okay. All right. Example 2. Go ahead and try this one with your partner. 6x squared t plus 8xt minus 12t. Talk to your partner. Remember, it's not just the variables you're taking out, you're also taking out any numbers that go into all 3 of the numbers. Okay, prizes today include this one. I'm not going to have you come up and show us because it's easy enough that I'm only going to have 1 person win a prize. I'm going to have 3 different questions that are worth prizes today. One is going to be 1 person, the next one's going to be 1 person, and the final one will be a partnership. And you can win twice if you want to. Okay? All right, today I have I'm a Winner signs in little roses, kind of, huh? Like grandma wallpaper. I love it. Okay. A variety of animals, and also I have fortune cards if you would like your fortune read, just so that we're aware most of these are bad. As a reward today, I told a whole bunch of 9th graders that they were going to like break up with their boyfriends and girlfriends, so yeah, your choice. Anybody believe in this kind of thing? Fortunes? Okay, and maybe don't pick it, Caden. Okay, if you believe in it, don't pick it. Okay. All right. So who's interested in this as a prize? Come on, guys, raise your hand. Be brave. 1, 1. Everybody raise your hand who wants to be in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5.
That's me. Okay. So in all three of them, you can factor out a 2 and a t.
Good.
So it'd be 2t and then 3x squared plus 4x minus 6.
This is perfect. Nice job. Go grab a prize. Do you want a fortune? No. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. All right. This is also an example in number 1. All right. Next up is a regular factoring problem. That's going to be 2. And that's going to be an X type of problem. So we're going to do X and X box types of problems today. I'll teach you how. It always works. It's really nice. It's easy to remember. Okay, so for example 3, what I want you to write down is x squared plus 2x minus 24. And what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to figure out what's going to go in these factors. Before you start trying to figure it out, I want you just to listen. Imagine that I had something, something, and something, something here, and I put them on the outsides of a box, right? And I distribute them in the box. There's going to be 4 things. Can you guys see it? The top corner is probably going to be x times x to make x squared. Does that sound right? So we know this is an x and an x. And that bottom corner is going to be 2 things that multiply to get negative 24. But what about those other 2? Where did those go? Yeah? They add up to the middle. Okay, so here's how we do an x problem. And you know it's an x problem if there's nothing in front of the x squared. Just make a big X next to this problem. I want you to put negative 24 on the top and 2 on the bottom. We're looking for 2 numbers that we're going to write on the sides, 2 numbers that multiply to get negative 24 but add to get 2. Anybody think of 2 numbers that add to get negative 24 but add to get 2? Yes, negative 6 and 4. Now, does it matter? Or should it be positive 6 and negative 4? Is that better? Positive 6 and negative 4. Okay. Now, does it matter if I had put the negative 4 on the left side and the 6 on the right? No, it doesn't matter which one's which. So I'm just going to put plus 6 here and minus 4. That's it. You did it. You factored. Okay, some people don't like doing the x and they just like writing the parentheses and kind of figuring it out in their head, and that's an okay thing to do. But the x is a nice thing to use because it comes in handy in the x box problem. If you ever are like, I don't know if I did this right, how could you check your work right here? Put it back in a box and then you should go back to the original. So factoring is breaking it down into different parts, and multiplying is putting it together. They're opposites. It's kind of like squaring something and square rooting something. Opposites. Okay. All right, we're going to do another example. This one is going to be worth a prize. You can try this with your partner. Again, this is an example of number 2. Let's do y squared minus 16y plus 48. Just to make me feel better, do the x this time. Talk to your partner about what goes where. Times goes on top.
This is why I can't do the ends, I can't think of the two numbers.
Okay, quick suggestion. Quick suggestion. Right now, let's suppose you have, like, you're hitting a blank, like some of you are right now, where you're like, I can't. Okay? What should you come up with a list on the side? Should you come up with a list of things that multiply to get 48 or things that add up to get negative 16? Okay. 48, if you're using whole numbers, will give you a finite list. Do you know what that means? That means your list will end. If you pick negative 16, things that add up to get negative 16, you have an infinite list. You will sit here for the rest of your life making a list. And here's why. What adds up to negative 16? Well, there's like, what, negative 14, negative 2, right? That's negative 16. But also there's like negative 17 and 1, negative 18 and 2, negative 19 and 3, negative 20 and 4. You see how I can just keep going until I die? Negative 21, or should I keep going? Negative 21 and 5, we all know that I could just keep saying them, right? But 48, there's only a certain number of things. So here's how you can figure it out really quickly. Everybody, I'm not going to give a prize for this one because I heard